I know that I promised you that next time there was going to be colour, but as I've been sitting here going on this, doing some more of this gold outlining, I've just done a little bit over here. It just made me think about about hesitation, and about how if you hesitate, things stuff up. And the first thing that I didn't hesitate on is I never intended on setting out recording anything to do with me painting this tent. That was certainly not something that I set out to do. When I started that first day, when I did it, I was painting away and I just thought, you know what, Sarah, just record it. Something in me just said, Sarah, record it. So I recorded it, and I basically uploaded it to YouTube that night and added it to my website that night, because I knew 100% that if I did not do it then and there, that it would never ever have happened. There was no day. It would be, that's when, you know, doubt sets in your mind and you start to question, you know, the whole thing. Is it a good idea? Is it a stupid idea? Who's going to watch it anyway? You know what I mean? Oh, then I'll look like an idiot. Fear of failure. I mean, to be honest with you, I really don't care who watches this or not. I'm doing it for me, and it's out of everything, it will be a really good record for me. But you know what? Even if my grandkids end up watching this, well, they can sit there and go, you know what, their grandma, learn from them that, you know what, you can do anything you want in life if you really just give it a go. But the reason I'm doing another video right now is that I'm doing this and I'm like, I know to get these lines that if I hesitate, they're not gonna be the same. I'm gonna stuff them up. So it was just like a really sort of big thing that made me think about in life how, you know, we all stop and hesitate, and I think that's when things just don't turn out. Now, if I thought too much about if this stroke was going to go in the right place and the right angle, and if it was going to line up when I get to the end, if I thought about that too much, they probably would be really, really bad. And to me, it's important that they look even, because obviously I'm trying to create something here. But once again, with just allowing and just going with the flow, you know, the imperfections in this tent are just going to be like all part of it as well. You know, that is just, we're humans at the end of the day. We're not going to get everything perfect. We're not going to get everything right, but it's a guarantee. Once again, like I was saying to you before about failing, the only guarantee you've got to fail is to not try. Well, I feel like that with this too. Like the hesitation, it's almost guaranteed that the stroke is not going to turn out how I want it if I hesitate. If I just get there and I just go and I just do it, and then I'm going to get a nice clean line. So I think it's more just thinking about life like that. Just thinking about life, how you've just got to go with it. You've got to not overthink it, not think too much about it, and just get out there and just do it. Because we've only got one life here, and we're not here for very long. And if we spend too much about, you know, really, by the time you retire, then, you know, there is some good things about retiring. You know, you generally have more money and you have, you know, more time on your hands. But, you know, in that time too, you might have, you know, not done all the things that you were passionate about that you could have done when you were younger. So I just feel like, for me, it's all about just going with the flow, giving things a go, and accepting that failure is all part of life at the end of the day. Anyway, in fact, I don't even like the word failure, because I actually just don't even like the word failure. I just think it's a negative word. It's an unnecessary word. You know, for me, I've had massive lack of self-belief in myself. I've even got like it tattooed on my wrist in white, believe. Now, people who believe in themselves don't have it tattooed on them. And I just look at, one of my friends said to me once, she said, Sarah, when you get through this journey and you actually finally believe in yourself, she goes, I want you to make that tattoo black. She goes, and make it so that you can see it and that everyone can see it, that you finally believe in yourself. And I'm like, well, you know what, to me, that tattoo was there for me. No one probably even knows I've got it because it's really pale and it's really light. And that was the point. The point was that it's there for me to go on that journey. And I had that done, probably a year and a half ago maybe, and maybe close on 2 years ago. And really, I've been on that journey ever since. I've been on that journey. I actually came up with the idea and the design when I was in Japan, probably 2 years ago in like June or July. So, you know, it's one of those things that it doesn't happen overnight. And I've done a lot of work on myself, and I've been seeing a counsellor for the last year, trying to, you know, help me learn to, you know, believe in myself and trust myself, and, you know, put myself out there and just be true to myself, really. I feel like for so much of my life I haven't been true to myself. I mean, in a lot of ways I have, but in a lot of ways I haven't as well. And I think that, you know, in life a lot of people are just, you know, they're trying to keep the peace. They're trying to, you know, make sure everyone's happy, and then, you know, you stuff it up along the way and you realise no one was happy anyway, and it's all just a, you know, can end up a big mess. So moral of the story is, I know I keep saying there's lots of morals to the story, it's a saying I've really got to stop saying, but is just about flow, about getting in the moment and just going with the flow. And that is just, anybody who knows me, everybody who knows me would know that I am the farthest thing from go with the flow ever.